Okay, so first off, I want to say I will return to my regular content. I just had to cover this because it's breaking news and it's fucking crazy. So, Lee Carter, also known by his stage name Viper, is an underground rapper based in Houston, Texas, and he's known for his hit single "You'll Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack" and "My Hops," which is a song which articulates how he's wanted dead because of his skills on the basketball court being so overwhelming. And he's kind of known for being the main inspiration behind like the cloud rap scene. Well, anyways, Lee Carter, as of 2 days ago, was arrested for keeping a woman kidnapped in his garage for 4 to 5 years. Which is fucked up because I was literally just telling one of my friends about him like 2 days before this came out. So here's the article, man accused of kidnapping woman and holding her against her will for 4 to 5 years at the Houston home. This man right here. I think Viper's like in his late 40s. A man has been arrested accused of kidnapping a woman and holding her against her will at a southeast Houston home for several years. He's 52. Okay. So I'll give you the gist of it, but you can also read the full article for yourself. I'll link it down below in the description. Should also say all of this is alleged, and there's some weird parts of this story where like the victim escapes but is brought back and so forth. So yeah. Around 4 or 5 years ago, the victim was pregnant and asking for money on the street when Viper came by and offered her $1 and also asked her if she needed any help. She agreed to this help, and Viper told her to get in his car, where he took her back to his place and forced her to stay in the garage against her will for several years. He abused her in ways I cannot describe here on YouTube, and all she was given to eat during that time were some meager potato chips and Twinkies. She tried to escape numerous times, but Viper would chase after her and also drug her with pills and crack cocaine to the point where she was physically incapable of leaving. The one time she did manage to escape, she was taken to the hospital where apparently Viper simply came by and picked her back up again and brought her back to the garage. We know this because in April of last year, police arrived at Viper's home where the woman was pleading for help through one of the windows. She had contacted the police through an app on a laptop that was given to her by Viper. At this point, she weighed only 70 pounds and hadn't showered in 2 months. The police described a pungent stench. Inside the garage was a non-functioning toilet and a vomit-covered mattress, as well as a sink. That brings us to now, where the police were given a tip that the woman may still be at the address. So the police came by and searched the house, but could not find the victim or Viper. He was arrested at a nearby motel and charged with aggravated kidnapping, with a bond set at $100,000. So, how do I play in all of this? Well, you see, Viper's main hustle was that all of his music up to this date has been just chopped up and remixed versions of his older body of work, which is years, possibly decades old. That means he's been re-releasing the same bars over and over again, all while selling merch on his Bandcamp page. Using this method, he is able to produce 10 whole albums in a single day. But these albums require art, which is difficult to produce at the same rate. So he outsources this work to a community of fans in his official Discord server, which I happen to be a part of. So as you can see here, he requests the art in the Viper announcements channel, and users can submit their art in the Viper cover submissions channel. And I just want to say he has some wacky ass requests, Like, for some reason, he always specifies the DPI. And in this case, this post he made a day before getting locked up, he wanted this image here resized to 3000 by 3000 pixels. But then he also wanted you to start it all over again from scratch. Which, yeah, is wild. But anyways, one day I see he needs art for his My Hop song, which is one of the songs I like to listen to while playing Counter-Strike. You know, because instead of like hopping around the ball court, I would be hopping around Dust 2. And like the message still kind of worked, and I found that just comical and funny. So I decided, alright, I'll put my Photoshop skills to the test, and I created this for him. And this is all while this dude had a fucking prisoner in his garage, and no one had any idea. Like I said, this went for years, which is just a crazy story which I felt like I had to share. I should also say that this video is not monetized in any way, and I do not support or condone the actions of Lee Carter, aka Viper. In fact, this story is very appalling, and luckily my art was never selected to be officially used, which is why I feel comfortable enough to share this story in the first place. And I hope the victim is able to find a safe place to stay and never has to go through anything like that again. This is a truly sick and sad story.